for those of you who haven't joined one of our webinars before, thank you for joining the Stuba webinar. I'm Nigel McShine-Jones. I'm the partnerships manager here for Stuba, and we're joined by our senior marketing exec, Karina Hyatt, who, without Karina, none of this goes ahead and none of this happens. So always grateful for her input and making sure everything works as it should be. And then I'm going to introduce our special guest today from Visit Orlando's UK office, and that's Tao Tran. Thank you for joining us, Tao. Good afternoon.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. I don't know about everyone else, but I am genuinely excited, and I'm not just saying that, to find out more. I know I've had a preview, but I'm looking to get your personal insights on this. So very much looking forward to it. So let's, I think we're about bang on 3 o'clock. So let's kick off. And Tao, over to you to tell us all about the absolutely amazing destination, Orlando.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, first of all, thank you so much again for having me. I'm really, really excited to be here. I do actually see a lot of familiar names in the chat right now, so welcome back. All right, so my name is Tao. I'm with Visit Orlando. I've been working on this Visit Orlando account for almost 2 years now, and not that it's relevant, but my favorite rides in Orlando are Hagrid's at Universal, Tron at Disney, and Penguin Trek at SeaWorld. Right, so before I start my presentation, I have a video that I love to show people because I think it does such a great job summing up the spirits of Orlando as the destination. So I hope that the video works for everyone.
Excellent, thank you.
Here, matching bedazzled shirts are worn proudly. Homework disappears.
How I can't see anything. I don't know about anybody else.
And young ones are granted new power.
Sorry, you can't see the video?
Yeah, I don't know. Karina, could you see it? Was it?
Yeah.
You did? Okay, there's clearly something happening on my end at the moment. Okay, sorry.
Okay, we've got confirming.
Yeah, all the others are saying they can see it. There's clearly an issue with me. I am so sorry, Tao. I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave and join again and see if my issues resolve themselves.
Oh, somebody can also not see.
Oh, Carol can't see it either. Okay.
Okay, let me just play it and maybe the other videos will work. Maybe it's just this one.
Okay.
Because this place changes you. Princesses get the royal treatment. Siblings called truces. And dad jokes are actually funny. Robots crown new heroes. And phones are forgotten, at least for a little while. Fireworks paint the sky every night. And hand-holding makes a comeback every day. Here, anything is possible, as long as you can imagine it. And that's what makes Orlando unbelievably real.
Yeah, it looks like Carol and I are having the same issue, so we're both gonna leave and rejoin.
Okay.
Yeah, I can only see you, Tao. I can't see. It's really strange because it was working when we got on early and we tested it. So you got to love modern technology. All right, I will leave and rejoin. I will see you literally momentarily.
Okay, perfect. Right, okay, so while we wait for the others to rejoin, I just want to give you some numbers to give you an idea about the size of the destination. So we are the most visited destination in the United States. Now, a lot of people think it's New York, but it's actually Orlando. Last year we hit 75 million visitors in total, and about 1 million of them are from the UK. So the UK is our second biggest international tourist market after Canada. We have all sorts of different flights from all over the world. And from the UK and Ireland, we have BA, Virgin Atlantic, we have Norse, Aer Lingus, TUI, and around over 480 hotels and a lot of rooms to sell as well. Now, just a quick map of Orlando so you have an idea of the neighborhoods. So the gray box is where you fly into our main airport, Orlando International MCO. If you fly to, however, you're going to arrive into Melbourne, which is a bit further away, about 1 hour from Orlando. Oh, that's perfect. Thank you, Karen, for letting me know. So up north we have the downtown Winter Park area. In that yellow box over here, this is where the Universal Parks, the SeaWorld Parks, and the Universal Parks are. In that pink box over there, that's where the Disney parks are. And just to put into perspective, that pink box alone is the size of Greater Manchester. So it's huge. Orlando is so big and there's just so much to do in Orlando. Down south, we have Celebration and Kissimmee, which you probably know, where we have lots of options for villas and vacation homes. Now, Nigel, you probably know this better than anyone else, but accommodation is such a key part of what makes a holiday memorable. Finding the right place to stay can really set the tone for the entire trip. And as I mentioned in the beginning, we have over 490 hotels and resorts in Orlando, so you have a lot of options for your clients.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now we won't probably have time to go through every single one of them, but I will just give you some updates on the most the newest updates on the Orlando accommodation scenes. So first up, a very familiar face with a new look, the Ramada Plaza on the International Drive. So they recently completed a top to bottom renovation of the South Tower. So the rooms have been completely transformed. They are brand new, modern design, new furnishings, and of course, Ramada, as you know it, still offers unbeatable value that we all know and love. So they offer complimentary breakfast, shuttles to Disney, Universal, free parking, and all of this without paying a resort fee. That's really, really good value.
That's really good.
Yeah. And it's perfect for families, the groups who want convenience and comfort without the extra cost. The biggest news this year, obviously, Epic Universe officially opened in May, and these are the new additions to the community. So Universal has introduced 3 brand new hotels. This is the Stella Nova, opened earlier this year. This is the Terra Luna, also opened earlier this year. Now, they are space themed. They both offer a great price point. They offer shuttles, they offer early park admission, which is a massive selling point for your clients.
That's good to know.
And then you have the Universal Helios Grand Hotel, now which is part of the Universal's signature collection. Now this one is a truly premium on-site experience. It has its own dedicated entrance to Epic Universe, so you walk into Epic Universe the moment you walk out of the hotel. On the rooftop, in that picture you see over there, Bar Helios offers a beautiful, stunning view of Epic Universe. It's just a really, really beautiful hotel in general.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
And finally, it does. It absolutely looks amazing. And then this is also a new addition to the community. This is Villatown Orlando Resort. Now this place is a real game changer for large groups and multi-generational families that want to stay on the International Drive, because if you know Orlando, you know that most of the big villas and vacation homes are down in Kissimmee or Celebration. Used to be really hard to find a big enough villa on the International Drive, but Villatown changed everything. So Villatown is literally right on the International Drive, 9 minutes away from Universal, walking distance from the outlet. They have an on-site water park. They have shuttles to Disney and Universal, and the biggest home at Villatown is the 9-bedroom that sleeps 27 people. So you fit a lot of people in there. And I have a video of Villatel being featured on the Today Show that I want to show you. So I hope that the video works this time for everyone.
Amazing.
Yeah, so it's absolutely stunning in person, and if, as you see in the photos as well, Villatel is an absolutely beautiful property, and the location is just unbeatable. So definitely keep it in mind for your next holiday Orlando booking. Right.
When was the
so
last time you were in Orlando, Tao? What are the
I
what of the hotels have you managed to stay in?
You know what? I see Amy's here. Amy, if you're listening, so Amy and I were actually in Orlando 4 months ago for a fam trip, and we got to see
Okay,
the
cool.
Evermore Villatel in person. It was so beautiful. Yeah, I see her. I see you, Amy. Yes, but it was so beautiful. And Amy, maybe you can share what you think of it. I'm not sure
Oh,
if she's
sorry, I
here.
was just trying to
Oh.
unmute then. Yeah, obviously we went, didn't we, at the beginning of the year, and it was absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
Literally all the properties are just like 5-star sort of level, aren't they? And the fact that they've got like the 9 bedrooms and stuff is just amazing.
Yeah.
Like the kids' bedrooms, honestly, you wouldn't want to leave the villa, would you? You'd just stay in that villa in them kids' rooms.
Yeah.
And then they had like the adults bits. We were all loving it in there, weren't we? But no, they were fantastic.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, and obviously the facilities that are outside of the individual villas as well, and the fact that they've got the shuttles and they're in a great area. You
Yeah.
can't knock it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't
And
knock
Amy,
it.
was that the first time you had been to Orlando, or?
No, I'd done a Universal fam trip a few years ago, and then I'd been as a child, but the
Right.
fam trip and I've since been back to Orlando this year, but the trip with Tao was really all about getting to know iDrive and everything that Orlando
Yeah.
offers.
Brilliant. So
It
lots
was a
of
great trip.
changes since you were last there then with that gap.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Wonderful. Fantastic. Thank you, Amy.
Thank you, Amy. Yes, so there you have it. It's absolutely beautiful. Yes, so moving on. So once you have accommodation sorted, you now will want to, start planning what are you going to do in Orlando. So obviously we cannot talk about Orlando without mentioning our world famous theme parks. They really are the heart of what makes the destination so iconic. So it all started with Walt Disney World. Oh, this is not working. Yes, so you probably know about this. The Disney free dining and drinks plan is back for 2026. All you need to do is book your hotel and ticket package before the 5th of November 2025 for selected arrivals from the 7th of January to the 19th of December 2026 to be eligible for the free dining and drinks plan. Now, it has to be a minimum of 5 and a maximum of 21 nights stay in one of the participating Disney resorts and a 7 or 14-day magic ticket to be eligible for the offer. Now, along with Disney, we have
thing's worth its weight in gold, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's probably one of the most, if not the most popular Disney offer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just so great value. Yeah, so along with Disney, we have the SeaWorld parks. We have SeaWorld Orlando, we have Aquatica, and we have Discovery Cove. Now, SeaWorld, it's home to some of the best roller coasters in the world, including Mako, one of the tallest and fastest in Orlando. My favorite, as I mentioned at the beginning, is Penguin Trek because it's kid-friendly. I'm not really good with roller coaster, but most of all, I got to see actual penguins at the end of the ride, and that was so cool. And then there's Discovery Cove, which literally takes the ideal of animal encounters to the next level. Here you get to feed birds, you see flamingos, you upgrade to swim with dolphins. It's an all-inclusive experience with food and drinks included, so it's a perfect day to take it slow to relax and recharge. And then to cool off, we have Aquatica. This is SeaWorld's water park. It's a fun and refreshing way to spend the day. And last but definitely not least, Universal Orlando Resort. Epic Universe officially opened in May this year. Now, this is the biggest Universal park in the United States and the second biggest in the world, with 5 completely new different worlds. So we have How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berg, we have Celestial Park, we have Super Nintendo World, Dark Universe, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic. The only ticket currently available in the UK and Ireland is the Universal Orlando 3-Park Explorer plus 1 day at Epic ticket. So that gives you 14 days of unlimited admission to Islands of Adventure, Universal Studios, Volcano Bay, and then 1 day only at Epic Universe. But looking ahead to 2026, we'll have the Universal All Parks ticket. So that gives you 14 days of unlimited admission to all 4 Universal parks. Really exciting.
Tao, there was a picture on one of your earlier slides of Volcano Bay and the water coaster, and that is one of my favorite rides in Orlando in terms of the ones that I've been on. It was just absolutely amazing, so unique to have. It's essentially the roller coaster feel but on a water ride. It's so cleverly done. It's absolutely brilliant. And I agree with you, by the way, Tron is one of my favorite rides too.
Oh, I just love it so much. The initial launch is just so good.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah. Right. So, so this is the international drive. So if your clients are looking to take off some big experiences beyond the theme parks, the international drive is full of bucket list worthy attractions. Now, this is the main tourism district outside of the theme parks, and it's packed with attractions, restaurants, entertainment. It's great for filling in the gaps between park days, or for clients who just want a break from the bigger theme parks. Now, we're just so used to thinking about the theme parks that we sometimes forget just how much there is to do outside of the parks. And one important thing is that you don't need a car to get around the international drive. We have the iRide trolley running up and down the drive. So it's super easy to get around even if you don't have a car. Right, so we have amazing attractions here, great dining options, great nightlife, and everything in between. So I'm just going to show you some examples of what we have on the international drive, so you know the scale of it. So in that photo, that's Desertland Park, Orlando. If you're into cars, you definitely need to check it out. They have the largest auto collection in the world. We have Andretti Indoor Karting Games. They have literally everything there. They have the world's longest indoor multi-level track. They have arcade games, laser tag, zipline bowling. Now, in Orlando during the summer, we do tend to have thunderstorm in the afternoons, and I always thought that Andretti is perfect for when it rains because they just have everything there. We also have a beer spa that's apparently very good for your hair and your skin, not so much for your liver. We have the Wonderworks, which is the upside down house on the international drive, and Fun Spot in America, Orlando. So we do actually have 2 Fun Spot parks in Orlando, one on the international drive and one down in Kissimmee. So they're more like traditional American amusement parks with wooden roller coasters, go-karts, with carnival style rides. They have the world's tallest and second tallest sky coasters there as well. And the parks are free to enter, free admission. You pay as you go. And then this is Icon Park. Now, this is also located on the International Drive, and it's pretty hard to miss thanks to the massive Orlando Eye, which is the London Eye's sister. It's only a bit shorter than the London Eye. Now, it's super, super easy to reach Icon Park with the iRide trolley. Icon Park is a 20-acre complex with free admission, free parking, and over 50 restaurants, attractions, bars. So for example, here we have Sea Life Orlando Aquarium, we have Museum of Illusion, we have Madame Tussauds, and a lot of dining options as well. And fun fact, on the top of the Orlando Eye, on clear days, you can see all 4 Disney parks. You can see Disney Springs, you can see Disney fireworks. You can see the entire International Drive. You can see Legoland as well. And some people told me that you can actually see over to Kennedy Space Center as well, which is all the way over by the coast. So that's really cool.
Yeah, and you hit on a really unique thingy there about going up in the eye if you time it right when you're getting the theme parks doing their fireworks in the evening.
Yes,
absolutely amazing. If you
Stunning,
can manage to coordinate that, that's just amazing.
Yeah, it takes a bit of planning, but it's so worth it if you're up there when the fireworks start. It's so beautiful. And yes, and this is the Blue Man Group, so I hope that you've all heard of them. It's truly one of a kind experience. If you have never seen them perform, it's really hard to describe what a Blue Man Group show is, but it's a mix of comedy, music, art, technology, all rolled into one very high energy show. Now, people are either gonna love it. I mean, they're gonna love it, but they're gonna think this is the weirdest thing they've ever seen in their life. It's really high energy. It's very, very different. They used to be at Universal for like 14 years, but because of COVID, they were gone for a while. But they're finally making a return to Orlando, and their new home is a brand new 500-seat theater right behind the eye at Icon Park on the International Drive.
Yeah, they're brilliant.
Yeah, they're great. So there's more to explore. Now we're talking bucket list experiences. Kennedy Space Center has to be at the top of the list. This is probably my favorite thing to do beyond theme parks. So let's start thinking of Kennedy Space Center as the fourth park. When you think of Orlando, you normally think of Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, but I want you to start thinking of Kennedy Space Center as the fourth park. It's one of NASA's 10 field centers and so much more than just a museum. This is where all the amazing space missions happen. This is where you get to learn about NASA's past, present, and future mission. You get to see actual rockets and space shuttles that went into space and back. You can chat with astronauts. You can experience flying aboard a space shuttle. It's about an hour drive from Orlando, depending on traffic, so it's perfect for a day trip. It's perfect stop for anyone who's ever dreamed of space or just love learning about space like I do.
Yeah, it's definitely unique.
And then Nigel, you probably know this very, very well. This is Legoland Florida Resort. You're probably familiar with this. We have one here in the UK as well. This is a theme park dedicated to Lego, and there's also a water park and an on-site hotel. They have over 50 rides, attractions, and shows. And then next to it is the Peppa Pig theme park. Now, this is the world's first Peppa Pig theme park. Now, somebody told me that we do actually have a Peppa Pig theme park in the UK as well, but I've done my research. So that Peppa Pig park in the UK is not a theme park. It's a world in another theme park. So this one in Florida is really the first Peppa Pig theme park in the world. Yeah. They're right next to each other, about an hour drive from the International Drive, and both are certified autism centers. So they are perfect for families with smaller kids.
I was just going to say, I've had been lucky enough to stay in the Legoland Hotel. I was kind of involved in a way with it.
Yeah.
And they, along with I'm trying to think of the name of the Universal Hotel, the Portofino Bay, are the two most comfortable beds I have ever slept in Orlando. And I've been lucky enough to stay in a few hotels over the years in Orlando. And I have to say, Portofino Bay and the Legoland Hotel, two of the most comfortable beds I have ever slept in.
Wow.
So just a little insider tip. You want a good night's sleep, then those are the two of the hotels that won't let you down.
Thank you so much for the tip. I'll keep that in mind next time I come to Orlando. Yes, so outdoor adventures. So we have great weather almost all year long. So there's plenty of bucket list outdoor experiences too. All sorts of outdoor activities you can do in Orlando. So ATV rides, you can crash a car with a military tank. We have airboat rides. We have drive-through safari park. You can kayak through crystal clear waters. You can zip line over alligators and crocodiles at Gatorland. And we also have the world's largest gorgeous Aerotoa Hang Gliding Fly Park. In that picture over there, that's Wild Florida. So Wild Florida is home to over 200 exotic and native animals. There's a drive-through safari, airboat rides there. There are just so many animal encounter activities. They let you pet the animals, they let you feed them, they let you hug them. You can hang out with a sloth, capybaras, you can paint with giraffe. So if you're an animal lover, definitely check this out. And then Gatorland, the picture next to it. Now, not only the theme park capital of the world, but we are also the alligator capital of the world. So Gatorland is home to thousands and thousands of alligators and crocodiles. There are also a lot of hands-on activities and animal encounter activity opportunities as well. So they have the Trainer for a Day program where you get to see what it takes to be able to work with these animals. They do also have the Night Shy tour. You get to see the park when it's dark, and it's a completely different vibe. Now I say Gatorland, it's perfect for a half-day experience. They're like 15 minutes from the airport, so it's ideal for when you land too early, you cannot check in yet, or if your flight is late in the evening. They have storage space, so you just need to show up, you drop your luggage off, and then you experience Gatorland, and then you head to the hotel or to the airport.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Yeah. Right, dining entertainment. So in 2023, Orlando is actually named the best foodie city in America. We have award-winning restaurants, we have Michelin recognized restaurants, but also a lot of affordable restaurants catering to all budgets. This is the Orlando Magical Dining, a program we run every year where visitors can enjoy a 3-course prix-fixe menus for $40 or $60 at participating restaurants across Orlando, all while supporting local charities. And this year, Orlando Magical Dining runs from August 15th through to September 30th. I believe that this would be a really nice addition to your client's holiday. Now let's talk about something a little different.
Is that around the same time? Sorry, is that around the same time every year? So if people were booking for 26, it's usually around the same time every year?
Yes, so around August,
Perfect.
September, always around August, September.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yes, so I'm sure that you know who they are. A fun fact that really speaks to the creative energy of the city of Orlando. These are probably the 2 biggest boy bands in the world. And what you might not know is that they have one thing in common. They were both formed right in Orlando, and it's not just them. A lot of other big names in the industry also got their start in Orlando. And this is not a coincidence. There's actually a reason behind it. So years and years ago, the theme parks have become a place where, if you didn't immediately land a role in a play or a movie, the next step was often to audition at places like Disney, Universal, and SeaWorld. The parks needed singers, they needed dancers, actors for their shows and parades. So this has created a huge concentrated community of young, ambitious, and highly skilled performers, all living and working in the same city. And you may not know it, but the Backstreet Boys' first ever performance as a group was actually a high school graduation party at SeaWorld Orlando, and the rest was just history. With that said, we have world-class entertainment. Obviously, Orlando is famous for the rides and the attractions, but it has also become a world-class hub for entertainment. This means that beyond the theme parks, your clients can also enjoy great art scenes with incredible shows, operas, ballets, musicals. This is often overlooked, but it's also a huge part of the Orlando experience.
Yeah, I've had a few good nights at the Tin Roof. That's all I'm allowed to say.
I might have to bring up Amy again, but you know what? When we did the fam trip, they went to Tin Roof every single night. Every single night.
It's really
it was
good.
so much.
Really good. Yeah.
We loved it, didn't we?
there we
It's
go.
not just me.
Shots and a few drinks, and then we was all dancing.
Yeah. Now moving on to neighborhoods. So obviously, I don't know what what you guys normally do, but whenever I'm on holidays, I typically spend 1 day or two outside of the touristic hotspots to explore the neighborhoods where the locals live. And in Orlando, I can recommend Winter Park and Winter Garden. So Winter Park dated back to when the wealthy Northerners came down south to avoid the harsh winter. The main street is called Park Avenue, and there are a lot of restaurants with outdoor sittings, cute shops. The scenic boat tour over there, it's like 5 minute walk from Park Avenue. They have weekly farmer market on Saturdays, and there's also a very unique wine room experience in Winter Park. I absolutely love it. This is probably my favorite neighborhood in Orlando. It doesn't feel like you're in Orlando at all. It's very European-like, so beautiful.
Yeah, totally agree. Absolutely beautiful part
Yeah.
of Orlando.
So
Absolutely loved it.
beautiful.
And the farmers market is just unreal. It's mind blowing with the
Yeah.
food, the pastries, the fruit, the everything. It's absolutely magnificent.
Yeah, and I actually had the best sugarcane juice from a farmer market in Orlando in Winter
Nice.
Garden. It's so
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Yes, so if Winter Park originated from the wealthy Northerners, Winter Garden rooted from agriculture. So here you get to see what Orlando was like before the theme parks. Also here there's an outdoor farmer market on Saturdays. You can rent bicycles. It's very casual, very laid back. So definitely recommend these two neighborhoods to your clients. Maybe plan a day off, some downtime between the theme parks. Now, for those sport fans, Orlando is home to several professional sport teams and world-class facilities. We have basketball, we have soccer, golf, tennis, plenty of ways to enjoy live sports in Orlando. Now, I have to be completely honest, I have no idea. I'm not a sport fan, so I know nothing about basketball. I'm sorry. Yes, so when on a farm trip again with Amy, I saw my first Magic game and I was blown away. It was
Absolutely.
it was a full-on experience. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was not
completely.
just a sport game. It was the entertainment, the halftime show, the food, the drinks, and everything. It was just so different. And an NBA season runs from October to April. So if you happen to be in Orlando during an NBA season, definitely check it out. And this comes from a non-sport fan as well. So take my words for it.
And I think with things like the basketball and stuff like that, you can pre-buy tickets over here in the UK, right? The likes of Do Something Different and stuff like that, I believe, do it and what have you. So yeah, it's absolutely worth it. It was truly magnificent. And as you say, the Americans, they know how to put on a sport event. So even if basketball isn't your number one sport, you'll still have a fabulous evening. It's truly amazing.
Yes. So as Nigel mentioned, the tickets are all bookable with your preferred suppliers, attraction ticket resellers. So definitely, yes, have a look. Now transportation. So a very important part of your holiday as well. So if you fly from the UK and Ireland, if you fly Virgin Atlantic, BA, Norse, Aer Lingus, you are going to arrive into Orlando International Airport, MCO. Now, speaking of the airport, I used to have to queue for so long to get through passport control in the States. But mobile passport control changed everything. So mobile passport control is an initiative aims to streamline the passport control process and to reduce wait times. So travelers from select visa waiver countries, including the United Kingdom and Ireland, who have previously entered the US before, can use the mobile passport control app. So all you need to do is you download the MPC app, you input your information. Upon arrival, you scan the QR code, and 95% of the time you're through without even needing to show your passport. It's going to get you through passport control in like less than 15 minutes. It's completely free as well. So definitely make use of this when you're at the airport to save time. Now, the other thing, as I mentioned, is that it's not going to work for first timer. It only works if you have been to the US before. But if you're traveling with children or family members that have never been to the US before, you can add them to the same booking as long as the lead booker has been to the States, have had your fingerprints taken, then you're good to go. Completely free as well.
And Tao, just a quick question, and this may be unfair. If you don't know, don't worry. Do you, in terms of you saying having been to the US before, is there like a period of time before that you've had to travel to the States? So like, is it a year or 5 years, or what's the window in terms of having previously been there to then be able to use this?
Yeah, so I actually asked my contact at MCO this exact same question as well. So he said that you need to have, obviously you do need ESTA to travel to US, right?
Sure.
So as
Yeah.
long as you're on the same passport, you're good to go. As long as you've had that ESTA on that passport, you're good to go. If you have a new passport, if you
Right.
lost your passport and you have a new one, then you have to go through
To go through the process again.
passport
Okay.
control again. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. That's really, really
No
useful.
worries. It's really amazing. Yes. And then we also have speak through MCO. So this allows you to reserve a time slot for your party to go through security screening. They allow you to reserve a security slot 7 days in advance. So again, completely free as well. So make sure that you make use of these two apps to save time at the airport. Right, so this is the Bright Light train service. So this is the new train service that connects Orlando and Miami. Now, normally it's gonna take you like 4 hours to drive from Orlando to Miami, but the Bright Light train is gonna take you to Miami from Orlando in about 3 hours and a half. And the best thing is that you don't need to drive anymore. The Orlando station is located in Terminal C at the Orlando International Airport. There are multiple stops in between. They were hoping that there will be a stop in Tampa soon. Tickets start from $79 per person one way. Yes, and there are 16 daily route trips. So the train runs every hour. Oh,
That's
yes,
really
and I forgot
good.
to mention that, and I forgot to mention that the Miami station is not at Miami Airport, but in the city. But with a small charge, you can get the shuttle provided by Brightline to get to the airport. So really,
Yeah,
really convenient.
that's a real game changer, isn't it, for sort of
It
like
is,
multi-center
yeah,
Florida visits,
yeah,
you know. And
so
Daryl's
convenient,
just
yeah.
Daryl reacted to it and gave it a heart, so he likes it as well. So yeah, that's brilliant, and it's been
Yeah.
in the offing for quite a while, hasn't it? And it's so good
Yeah,
to see it finally up and running and working well.
yes,
And I've
yeah.
watched a few vlogs about it, and it looks magnificent. It looks
It
really,
looks
really good.
great, yes, and
Yeah.
the service is really great as well because everything is so new. Carly said, as a non-driver, I love it.
Yeah,
Same,
absolutely, Carly. Completely
same.
agree. Well, I'm a driver,
Yeah.
but I would still use it.
Right. So it's time to sell Orlando. So when it comes to selling Orlando, I'm just going to show you the easiest way that you can become an Orlando expert, and that is by completing the Orlando Travel Academy. This is our very own exclusive learning tool. It's very easy to navigate. It's split into different chapters. So Hello Orlando is like a general introduction to the destination, and then we have where to stay, the neighborhoods, theme park capital, and all the amazing attractions we have in Orlando. You can do these chapters a little bit at the time. You can pick up and complete if you can't do it all in one go, but all together it's going to take you about 40 minutes to finish. And then once you finish, you complete the course, you will become an Orlando expert and you will receive a little certificate with your name on it. But best of all, that means you will then qualify for a ton of exclusive offers we have, and that includes free attraction tickets, discounted attraction tickets, discounts on hotels, restaurant, shopping, and more. And we do actually run a lot of incentives year round based on the Orlando Travel Academy. So, for example, the one we have running right now is the one with Travel Gossip. So, this is big agent reward. So, how it works is that you need to log your bookings, you complete the Orlando Travel Academy, and then you are in for a chance to win a place on the next fun trip to Orlando in 2026. We run this every quarter. So every quarter there will be a winner, and then 3 runner-ups will win £50 Amazon voucher each. So definitely head over to Big Agent Reward Travel Gossip to enter.
Sounds good.
And then
Yeah, that
we
sounds
are
wonderful.
also, yeah.
No, go on,
We are
sorry.
also very sorry. We are also very active on Haplo as well. So this is our Haplo page. I know that a lot of you are on Haplo, but in case you are not, this is our Haplo page. If you go to myhaplo.com, visit Orlando. We're also looking to launch a lot of incentives here on Haplo. So really looking forward to seeing you guys there. And that was me done. Thank you so much for having me. And please do let me know know if you have any questions or if you need anything in the chat.
Yeah. I
Thank
was
you.
just going to say we're very proactive on Hablo as well. So if you guys
Oh,
follow us on Hablo, you'll get lots of good updates and things like that. And we often run prizes and incentives and things like that as well on Hablo. And I was just going to ask cheekily if somebody like Karina and I complete the Orlando Academy, can we get our discounts at the theme parks too, or do you have to be an agent?
absolutely. Absolutely. No, yes.
There we go, Karina.
Absolutely,
We
yes.
know where we're going for our next team meeting. Excellent. Thank you, Tara. Does anybody
Thank you.
have any questions? I think, like I said at the beginning, having had a little bit of a sneak preview, and you've just added, to that. If you haven't been to Orlando before, or it's been a while, clearly, a lot has changed and it's evolved so much. I don't know if anybody out there, getting some nice feedback. Thank you, Carol and Natalie. Has anybody got any questions? Thank you, Lucy. Glad you enjoyed it. Anybody else with any other questions? Now, Tao, I'll admit, when I saw the number of slides that you had on there, about 60 odd slides, I thought, okay, are we going to get through this in an hour? But you're clearly a well-oiled machine, and you went through that like a pro. So we finished with time to spare. So just getting some nice feedback. Thank you, Udi and Daryl.
Thank you.
Daryl, I know you're a regular, so thank you for supporting our webinars. And there's a few other names in there I've seen that are regular. So if I'm forgetting Greg, I know you're a regular as well. Any questions before? Greg's saying, I just wish I could get my family to go to Orlando. What's the objections, Greg? Why don't they want to go? I mean, surely, maybe I tell you what, we'll send you the recording of this webinar, and maybe you just show it to them if they don't like roller coasters. Do you know what? There's so much, even in the theme parks. Even if you go to the theme parks, there's so many things to do without the roller coasters. I'm a bit of a coward anyway with the roller coasters, but I've had fabulous days in the theme parks without roller coasters. But make sure you show them the recording of this webinar. Maybe that will change their mind. Natalie, I'm going at Christmas with my family for the first time. I can't wait. Natalie, I'm excited for you. I'm also very jealous. Here we got a few. Carol, no roller coasters. Okay, we've got a question here from Udi regarding the Disney Dine Pass. Is that for all parks mentioned in the presentation? Can you possibly email him or her? Sorry, Udi. Email them if you could possibly email. Do you want to put your email address in the?
I will do that. Yeah.
In the message tower, and then they can message. And then we've got Daryl saying, how long would you recommend to stay in Orlando for a first timer?
My email.
Oh, Carly's saying 3 weeks. So Daryl's asking, how long would you recommend in Orlando for a first timer?
Right. So actually, the average stay is 2 weeks. We've seen a lot of split stay as well, Universal and Disney. But obviously, I like to do it as long as I want to. But yes, 2 weeks minimum. Yes.
Yeah, I agree. And I think even with 2 weeks, you'll get enough of a taste to know that you need to go back. I mean, I think what was your thing? You'd need how many days to see everything in Orlando? And that's so true. And there's all sorts of people have different things. Well, maybe and sometimes with the different theme parks, some of them are a little bit more laid back, so maybe sometimes do a SeaWorld maybe on your first day, which isn't as busy and as hectic as the other parks, and then kind of build yourself up to the the busier parks and things like that. And then the water parks are nice and chilled and relaxing, so get a nice balance in switching up with those. But and then there was a comment earlier on that I want to mention. So we've got Alison. Orlando is my love affair. She's been visiting multiple times a year for 40 years. My goodness. Alison, you trump me. I've been going for more years than I would care to admit as well, but I think you might have me on that one. Oh dear, let's have a look who we got. Okay, somebody's laughed at one of my jokes. Thanks, Alison. Daryl, will there be an
Thank
option to
you.
buy Disney and Universal on the same ticket? Now, there's a question.
Yes, now Daryl, it really depends on which attraction ticket reseller you work with, but I know that they do offer combo ticket as
They
well.
do, yeah.
So yes, definitely have a look, have a check with your attraction ticket reseller.
Yeah, definitely. And as far as I know, Tao, it's not something that you would be able to get in resort. It's something that, as you say, the resellers put
Yes,
together as a
yes,
combo ticket
definitely.
on a
Yeah,
pre-sale scenario.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, let's just say that any more questions before we go. Thank you everybody for being so proactive in
Thank
the chat room. Any other questions before we go? No, doesn't look like it. Okay, well, listen, Tao, thank you very much
Thank you
for
so much.
taking time out of your busy schedule, and thank you for ensuring that you got your flight back yesterday to make sure you could join us today.
Thank you so
And
much.
oh, you absolutely most welcome. And thank you to all our lovely agents out there for taking time out of your busy day to join us. And thank you for putting up with me waffling on as usual. So have a lovely rest of the day and a lovely rest of the week. And yeah, let's hopefully we'll all be able to get to Orlando in the not too distant future. All
Thank you
right,
so much,
great.
everyone.
Wonderful. Thanks, Tao. Thanks,
Thank you.
everyone. Have a good rest of the
Bye-bye.
day.